Yeah guys, just before we start the video, it's just a quick video this week because I'm really laid down on work at the moment. So just a quick Let's Talk. I know it's quite a popular series at the moment, so I'll whack one out for you guys. It's quite a short topic and I haven't really planned for it, so it's all off the top of my head, so forgive me if it's a bit sporadic and all over the place, but I hope you guys enjoy anyway. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, I'm JTP and welcome back to Let's Talk. It's a day late today, or a couple of days late. I'm sorry, it's normally going to go up on a Monday, but I've been busy this week, so it's going to go up on a Tuesday this time. No big deal, it's only 24 hours late, I'm sorry, alright? I'm also going to change it up a little bit with some COD gameplay this time. Haven't played Black Ops 2 in a long time, so bear with when the gameplay isn't amazing, but I do turn it around at the end there, and end up coming top of the leaderboard, so it's not a bad match for you guys to watch in the background. But anyway, this week's topic is going to be, should people be able to play games if they're under the age limit, which is quite a big thing for me because obviously I'm not 18, and if I just take a glance over to my shelf over there, about 90% of my games are 18 or above. So this is debated a lot within the game community, within the parental community as well, and I really do think it's for the parents to decide, because you have to base it, my personal opinion anyway, is you have to base it on whether that kid is mature enough to be able to handle those games and to be able to realise that it's a game and it's just for entertainment purposes. A lot of people believe that games turn kids into psychopathic murderers and things like that, which I will touch on next week. That's what next week's going to be, topic is going to be kind of based on. But a lot of people believe that kids are playing these games way too young and it's making their thoughts very violent, it's influencing them way too young, and I really think it's the parents' decision to decide whether they're mature enough to play these games. Like the deal is with me, I'm allowed to play these games because my parents believe that I'm mature enough and responsible enough to know that, you know, this is just a game, it's just for a bit of fun. They know that I'm not going to then go out into the streets and start shooting a load of people. They know that my behaviour based on the game shouldn't change because I'm old enough to realise that it's just an animated game. But this does become apparent that a lot of kids aren't mature enough to handle this kind of stuff. When you go into a COD matchmaking session and they start making your mum jokes or things like that, at that point you kind of think, well, you know, parents are clearly buying these kids games because they don't understand the maturity level of it, and these kids are clearly not old enough to respect the fact that it's an 18 rated game. I think if you're going to buy your kids games that are over their age limit, you've got to educate them on the fact that, you know, you're playing with other people, so you've got to be respectful, and you're also playing a game that's mainly, you know, geared towards adults, so they've got to be aware of violence, they've got to be aware of bad language, they've got to be aware of like, sexual scenes and things like that, and you've got to be aware that all of this happens on a daily basis, not a daily basis, but within these games, definitely, it's very, very common. And of course, it's not against the law, so we can't stop young kids from playing these games if they so wish to. It's a free country and you can. Obviously, there's laws in place that allow you to not be able to buy any games within the store unless you're that age. However, with parental consent, you're allowed to buy them. And I think, as well as educating the kids on these games and the aspects of it, I really think we need to be educating the parents, because I think if you asked a lot of parents out there, you know, do you know what your kid's playing and do you know what it involves, I think they would have a very, very brief idea, but they wouldn't understand the magnitude of some of these games. Like the amount of young kids I see on GTA 5, and I think, do their parents really know like what this game is about? Because I'm not sure I would let my 8-year-old kid play GTA. Like, I'm pretty sure I definitely wouldn't. Like, because at that age, 8 years old, I've met an 8-year-old on GTA, by the way. I don't know whether you think it's worrying or not. I think it's fairly worrying, because 8-year-olds shouldn't be playing games like GTA. I mean, I know gamers getting younger, but they should be playing something like Minecraft, something nice, light-hearted, and I think they should be playing that, because I don't believe it will influence their behaviour, but I think a lot of the references and a lot of things that they see on that game, they aren't ready to handle, and that can, I wouldn't say change their behaviour, but it can definitely change the way they speak and the way they act. So I think if you make the parents aware of what kind of games they're playing, maybe it can be a little bit more controlled. But of course I say all this, and I don't want to be hypocritical, because of course I'm only 16. So a lot of the games I play, I'm 2 years too young. However, I've always been told and always proved that I'm a little bit mature for my age, so I can kind of handle this kind of stuff. And I've been playing 18 rated games since I was about 13, 12 years old. So I've I've always kept a level head about it, and I've been told that this game isn't what it's like in real life, and it's just for entertainment value. I think we have to really emphasise the entertainment value of this. It's just for entertainment. Call of Duty is nothing like real war, and there shouldn't be war jokes stemmed out of it just because it's got a war environment. War jokes, I mean, the ISIS and Allah Akbar kind of jokes that are going around, the Bin Laden kind of jokes that you always see on Call of Duty. Like, if you talk to your friend or your dad or whoever you know that might be in the military, if they've gone over to Afghan, if they come back and play a bit of Call of Duty, they'll have no idea what this thing's about and what the hell is going on, because it is nothing like real war. Now, a lot of people say that it can change your behaviour, and this is something I'm going to touch on a lot next week. I'm going to investigate some cases, because there's been a lot of cases where kids have killed people and violently, sometimes sexually assaulted people, sometimes violently injured people, and they've blamed it on games. I'm going to talk about that a lot next week, but I'm going to give you my personal opinion quickly on I don't think it's true that kids are very impressionable at an early age. However, I don't think playing Call of Duty is going to change the way you behave and change the way you act so much that it starts to make you violent. It might change the way you speak, and it might change the way you behave a little bit, because you're around older people and you might be influenced on the fact that, you know, they're using swear words, so I might use swear words as well. But at that point, it's time for the parents to step in. If they're not happy with the kid swearing or acting out because, you know, these older kids are cooler and they're doing it as well, then at that point I really do think the parents should step in and say, hey, look, maybe we take a break from this. The point I'm trying to make here is it's mainly the parents' responsibility to decide whether or not it's okay personally for them. I don't think they should bring any laws in or anything to say, hey, look, you absolutely have to be 18 to do this, but I do believe that the parents are responsible and it should be their personal opinion. And I really do think that parents should be educated on these games before they go ahead and say yes, because a lot of parents I know have no idea on the magnitude of the games, and maybe they're not so happy with it. So that's my personal opinion. I just believe that everyone should personally control their child and decide whether they allow them to play games like that. So put in the comments down below what you think on this topic, and are you under 18 and are you allowed to play over 18 games, or are you not? Explain that in the comments down below. I'd love to hear what you guys have to say. Also, whack your ideas for next week's topic in the comments down below. Obviously, I've got an idea for next week. However, if any ideas come along, I will mention that first, and I'll do my idea another time. So thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed, put your like, share, and subscribe. It has been a bunch. Until next time, I shall say goodbye.
One shot, one kill. Won't even hear it coming.